this is just amazing. Like, I never would have expected this. Like, this is not, I don't know, this is not where I would find myself on graduation day, but it's so exciting. I just think it's so wonderful to be surrounded by the people we love on such a monumental day in our lives. I'd like to thank the entire education faculty. We have learned so much about how to be the best teachers possible from them. They have had an impact on our life, and we sincerely thank them for the hard work and dedication they put into our educations. The knowledge we have received will no doubt be helpful as we move ahead in our life's journey. But I think the most important thing we have learned over our time here is our inner potential and what we can accomplish if we put our whole hearts into something and rely on the Lord. One of the most valuable lessons I have learned while attending BYU Idaho was the importance of relying on the Lord. I didn't even know I was going to come here. I didn't have any plans of where I was going to college or anything like that, but as high school was ending, I just thought I needed to go to church school, and then I prayed. I prayed so hard. I got accepted to different schools, and I was like, I don't know where to go. And it was through my reliance on the Lord that I found myself here. And then I didn't know what I wanted to major in. So now I'm coming to a school that I just chose, and then I don't know what I want to major in, and I don't know what I want to do. And school's starting out, so I was like, okay, praying about it a lot, and I felt like teacher education was where I should go. And even then, I was still like, well, but I mean, everyone changes their major like 9, 10 times during college. I'll do it too. Like, it doesn't matter. I'll start with here, and who knows where I'll go. But then, turns out I ended up being in teacher education from the beginning to the end. This is always where I was supposed to be. It's just a nice feeling. But through these two experiences, I just learned from the very beginning how I needed to rely on the Lord and how that was what was going to get me through college. I made many different things for myself. I didn't do homework on Sundays, and I always got my homework done, and now I'm cum laude. Who would have thought? In addition to that, I'd like to talk about, as we finish our final days at BYU Idaho, real life is terrifying. We have finally hit the point where we don't know where we're going now. We've been told, okay, you're going to school, and then once you finish high school, you go to college. And then you go and you live your life. But that's the hard part. That's where it's so terrifying. But the important thing is that we move forward with faith and realize that failures will happen. And that's not a bad thing. That's amazing, and we can learn from it. As President Thomas S. Monson said, our task is to become our best selves. One of God's greatest gifts to us is the joy of trying again, for no failure ever needed to be final. And I love that. Every failure that and teachers, we're going to fail. I'm doing my student teaching, and that's like a daily reminder, like, I need to be humble, because it is not easy. But it's okay. Don't let your failures be final. It's just what life's about. Winston Churchill proclaimed, success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. That's what we need to do. We need to be enthusiastic about every day. We have the greatest job ahead of us. We get to be teachers, and we get to be with children every day. How great is that? And then we get a break all summer. We get real jobs. That's our job. But our future students need us to be enthusiastic and need us to not be afraid. One of my very favorite quotes is by Miriam Williamson. It's as follows. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us. It's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So do it. Go to your schools and be that shining light. You come from BYU, Idaho. We're the best. That's how it is. But we have a lot of decisions to continue to make, and we have a lot of dreams we want to come true. Walt Disney said, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Have the courage and pursue your dream. We have the privilege of saying we are college graduates from Brigham Young University, Idaho. It is important to realize that this isn't the end. This shouldn't be the biggest, best thing that happens in your life. This is just your stepping stone to the biggest and best things of your life. This is our way out, and we're jumping off into the deep end of life. We have so much ahead of us. As we leave today, think of the quote by Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your heads, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own. You know what to do. You are the person who will decide where to go. That's it. We know where we're going, and you can only rely on the Lord and not have fear. Fear and faith can't coexist. So have faith. Follow your heart. In the words of our beloved prophet, fear not, be of good cheer. The future is as bright as your faith. Have faith. Everything will work out. It always does. God will always watch out for you, and things will always work out. In the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.